We will stop chatting about that one and move on to our final for today. Ripley, something else you have reviewed. This is the actually affordable Citizen Suratto Ultra Thin Watch. I do like this a lot.
Oh, I love this thing.
Tell us about it.
I politely asked them to send me an invoice instead of a return label. I like this one so much. It's such a good value. It's sort of like the takedown version of an EcoDrive 1, which is their like mega thin light powered one. Well, the EcoDrive 1s can sell for, over $1,000 up to several $1,000s, right up into the Citizen territory. This full retail $375 on sale right now for Earth Day for like $281.30 or something like that. It's under $300. It's shockingly thin, like sub 5 millimeters. It's like 4.71. Stainless steel case, light powered movement, really kind of interesting texture on the dial. It's just a cool, super thin watch. And because it's EcoDrive, you don't have to deal with the headache of, ultra thin mechanical watchmaking, which can be very expensive to repair and maintain and all of that. This is just kind of a set it and forget it piece. But I mean, the value proposition for it, you can see even this same case shape on Citizen EcoDrive 1 models, which are like priced at a couple thousand, few $1,000s. So this really just sort of seems like a weirdly good value proposition. Obviously, it doesn't have the same movement, but really cool watch, 38 mil wide and 4.71 thick.
Mm. Okay, is it a hit, is it a miss, or is it a maybe? 1, 2, 3, go! Hit. Kevin is the holdout. He's a hit as well. There we go. Great guy. Thoughts?
I've gone first every time.
That's because you're first on my screen.
I really like it. I really like how they've got it really thin. The only thing I would say, though, is I think where it's a Citizen is too high up towards the 12. It needs to come down a bit. An EcoDrive is a bit low compared. Or they could have put EcoDrive underneath Citizen or not even had it on at all. But I think there's a big gap between like the center and the bottom of the logo, which I think looks wrong slightly. But I think it's really cool to have a watch that thin at that price that looks kind of stylish and understated. And it's nice to have a quartz watch which doesn't have a ticking second hand, so it can still look classy. So I can see why you wanted to keep it, Ripley. I like it, especially on your thin wrists.
Cool. I'm waiting for Guy to make a comment as the strap magnet on the strap. The strap does look like he's been cut out by a Stanley knife from just a big swad of leather. But so it may be the only thing that really needs an upgrade. But for 370 odd bucks, it's not bad. It's not too shabby at all. Kevin, what do you think? Kevin's either muted or
he's speechless. He's just speechless, basking in the glory of Japanese engineering.
Yeah, just speechless, Kevin. Try speaking now, Kevin, rather than being speechless.
Okay. I do think it's a hit, 100%. I do agree with you about the strap. That's the first thing that needs an upgrade. It does look very, very cheap and tacky. However, under $400, it's a no-brainer. I love that textured dial. I mean, if you took off the Citizen EcoDrive, you could swear it was a Grand Seiko dial. It's so beautifully done. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Ripley.
And the dial's transparent because the light still has to pass through it.
Oh, okay. But never mind.
But you can't see it. You can't see that it's transparent. It's really weird when you look at it. It almost looks like there's an asymmetric micro perforation, like a super tight-knit sponge, but linear sort of fashion, almost bark textured. It doesn't in any way look transparent. So I can only imagine that whatever structure they're using itself allows light to pass through. And I mean, it doesn't need all that much anyway, but they're doing a really good job making a dial that doesn't look like it's a solar watch.
Yeah. Impressive. David? Very impressive.
Yeah, it's a good value proposition. I wish it had, slightly differently sized hands. On some of the pictures, they're very difficult to tell apart, which one is which. And when you have, such a, so few dial elements and components, their proportions, become that much more important when you have, I admire the fact that it's not a busy dial. It looks great. The texture really comes across, and, I think that's cool. It's also large-ish, so you have to have, really like tree trunk of wrist for this to look really good. But of course they are thin, so they will wear comfortable nevertheless. I just feel like this is a bit of an odd watch. I'm not sure. It's just not as elegant as I would like for it to be, or as it. First impression is, wow, that's a dress watch, and I look at it, and then it's just, yeah. I think to make it look a little bit more refined would have cost $0 in the sense of like manufacturing costs and whatever else, but they just didn't do it, and that's a bit of a shame. With perfect proportions, this would be such an amazing watch, but I just can't get over that it's 80% there at most.
Ripley, what percentage there is it?
I'll give it like a 93. I wish the minute hand was a bit longer. The dial placement for the text, I think I agree with Guy. It could be tweaked a bit. I mean, the strap's fine. Like most Citizen watches, it's decent quality. It doesn't necessarily look super resplendent. It's 21 millimeter lugs, which is a minor quibble. I've got small wrists, so I wish it was a little bit, had a smaller diameter, and I think that would also remedy some of the issues with the spacing of the hands, and would probably also get you down to a 20 millimeter strap and make that life easier for you. It's got, so that's extra 7%. It's really easy to overlook when you think about that. You can buy it right now on sale for like $20 more than like a Moon swatch. And so kind of for the value proposition as a comparative purchase, I kind of have to give it the full nod as a firm hit. No watch is perfect, but when, the shortcomings seem a lot more permissible when it's a sub $300 watch versus a $30,000, $250,000
watch. Good stuff, Grant. Yeah, I just love it. I think it does exactly what you need a good cheap watch to do. Looks good, doesn't cost you a lot of money, and is completely quibble free in terms of it being eco drive. I think if you just wanted a fire and forget, or if you were just buying a nicely priced watch as a gift, I think this would be absolutely perfect to get somebody going. Except, as has been pointed out by both Ripley and in the YouTube chat, the 21 mil strap size.
I was going to pick up on that as well. I think that's unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
Why? Put a 20 mil on, everyone can change the strap.
Now that more Rolex models have opted for the odd number millimeters, I am seeing more third-party straps in like 19 and 21 floating around. So I guess there's that.
Here we go. Cool.